Woodhaven, producing the finest quality tongue and groove products, log siding, knotty pine paneling. Here is our process for making an inside and outside vertical corners for our log siding. These are going to be 8x8 outside and 6x6 inside for half log siding. Here at the beginning of this video, you see where Lee will check everyone for what's the best corner to remove, and there he had just pushed the first cut through. He has to rotate it and turn it so it's a 90-degree cut to the notch that he already removed, and go back through. And that's the first step in cutting these out. After we've made them into S4S, they get kiln dried first, and then we will mill them down to an S4S stock, because that makes it so that we have a straight square board to work with to make a nice straight cap for your corners. Trying to cut such out of a round log would be next to impossible to get a good straight cut to go on your corner and hold up nice and smooth. So instead, we start with these square stock, then we go from there to, when he's done with cutting these all out, he's going to switch to an angle cut to make it a little more round. Here he's changing the blade to a 45-degree angle, and then he's going to use a cutoff piece from when he's done this before to kind of just gauge out how much he needs to cut off. And what that will do is it's going to allow him to just cut those 3 remaining corners. If it was all 4, it'd be like cutting an octagon, which gets a lot closer to round. And then what we'll do is we'll use our German peeler to hewn these and make them round. The inside corner is going to be the exact opposite. This job has 5 outside corners and 1 inside corner. The inside corner gets just that 1 corner sliced off on that 45-degree angle, so that we can hewn that round, still leave flats, and there's just that little bit of reveal, and it'll go tight into a corner. As each of these comes off, you'll be able to see that shape take place, where you can tell from looking at the end that it's just that little bit more round. It's going to start to look like a log, not a large board. Just try and get you kind of some different camera angles so you can see the shape take place, which at the same time I was more thinking about that, and I have spent a little too much time up in the office. Here in a minute you'll see where Lee reminds me to step aside. When you're using a table saw like this, the pieces can come flying off from that saw if it's as they let loose, and he reminds me to step aside instead of standing right behind the blade when he finishes a cut here in a minute. There it is. Thanks, Lee. And here's the inside corner where he's just going to cut that one bad side off. You can see there. We can keep boards like that just for this reason, is sometimes, we frequently round them. But in this case, we're got the one corner that's kind of a little bit rough. It's less material than what we're going to remove anyway, so we'll just cut it off, and then we'll start rounding it when these are all ready. And there they all are. Here, Ryan is one of the business owners. He's the son. Is going to hewn these round. Obviously, they don't go to a full circle because they're corner caps. But here you'll be able to see how what he's going to do is he's going to leave the two flats and that 90-degree cap. So the siding has somewhere to butt into after it caps the corner. And he'll hewn the rest round. First step, he's going to start just kind of hewing around and making that shape at the one end. He'll get as far down the corner as he can, and then when he can no longer go down the corner without reaching into the hewer, of course, because that would not be good, he will flip that around, which you have to always flip them, and he'll get the other end. So when he flips it, you'll be able to get a better look of the rounding. Typically, these corners are 8x8 outside corners and 6x6 inside corners, just like this job for a half log siding job. If you were to go with our quarter log siding, typically it's a 6x6 outside corner and a 4x4 inside corner. Sometimes customers will want a different size. I mean, they just want to say, if they want to save a little cost, you go down smaller. You just get less reveal. Still works. I often get customers that really want that big, beefy log look. We can go all the way up to a 10x10. You could even do an inside corner with a 10x10. Typically, that's not going to happen. Maybe an 8x8 inside corner. Outside corners are fairly frequent in 10x10. And we can make these at 8, 10, and sometimes 12-foot lengths. I always have to check availability at 12 foot. So depending on your wall height, we got plenty of ways to do it. I got ways to source bigger timbers if needed. These are standard. They fit for what we do because most wall heights, they work just fine. Here you're seeing that round shape really take place. Once Ryan gets done hewing these round and does the inside corner also, what you'll get to see is I pieced in a couple pictures. One's an inside corner in our office. It's actually the old office if you're following us on Facebook, X, or even YouTube. Here you would see where we've been doing a big office edition. All of the old stuff's getting torn out, but I had a nice, easy to take a photo of inside corner in there. so that you could see it. And it has 3x6 half log butting into it. I'll also will hold up a couple pieces so you can kind of see how they go together and meet up with it. And then for an outside corner, I have pictures of from a customer that's way down south, still here in the continental U.S., but it is almost as far away as you can go. So just kind of a reminder that we can help customers all over the country. If you want log siding, give us a call, and we can arrange freight and get that all figured out. There's ways to make it happen. Here you see where he just trims that little bit off with the heuning of the inside corner. Now that he's shut off the machine, we'll hold those up and you can see how they go on. Inside corner, very simple to see in photo. Outside's a little harder because you can't see both sides recording it as well here. But we'll show you one and then we can go to the other. Here's that customer with the outside corner. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. It'll help, and hopefully we can keep making you more content like this. Thank you.